What's up, YouTube? Welcome back again to AV Sam's channel for Call of Duty Sniping the way you guys like it. Thanks so much for joining me today. We are now entering Sniping 101. We are finishing off the optics on the Locus sniper rifle, and it is the finale, my friends. This is my personal favorite. It is exactly what you get when you do not equip any scope in the lobby. It is create a class, nothing under scopes. It's your bare bones generic 2 orange crosshairs, very plain, very simple, very straight to the point, but do not take that lightly, my friends. This is not for the faint of heart. This is for true bare bones snipers who just want to feed, who want to hit those clips, because you will hit those clips using this scope. This generic scope, these 2 orange crosshairs, are seriously the best in the game. In my opinion, I feel like this is deadly accurate. Pinpoint accuracy. This is the kind of scope that you can use in any situation. It is meant for people right up in your face and you need a quick scope. It is meant for sitting at the back of the map and trying to pick people off, old school sniper style, mid-range, 3/4 of the range. It does not matter which distance you're at. This scope will do everything you want it to do, and there is nothing, not one single scope that competes with it. Yes, I like the thermal, I like the ELO. There are other scopes out there that you can do amazing with. Trust me, I know this, but they do not compare with this. There is a reason why this generic scope was put on this gun, because it fits this gun like spaghetti fits to meatballs. It is just meant for each other. So during this Sniping 101 series, what I have done is given myself 24 hours. 24 hours to see what kind of clips I can get, what kind of gameplays I can get with each scope. Now during this, I think the thermal scope, maybe I think I had my best. I had like a frenzy kill with it. But as far as just sheer consistency goes, I'm talking about like dominating the match, being the king, the one who everyone's pissed at the end of the match. Like, how did he do that? That's that sniper that just killed me over and over again. Yeah, I was that guy, and the reason is because I was using this scope. And now I do good with the thermal. You can do good with other scopes, like I said, but this is pure consistency, pure power, because you can always see the enemy at full-fledged force. Like the other scopes, you're going to use the ELO scope, the thermal scope, the recon scope, the Varric zoomed out. You're going to see the enemy, and it's always going to be better than your reg guns. But as far as like seeing the enemy full-fledged, like a real true sniper rifle would be in the real world, this bare bone generic scope gives you that. It lets you see the target oversized. Now it lets you be able to see, am I aiming at the waist, am I aiming at the head, at the feet? You can pinpoint where you want to shoot the enemy, and that is better than any other scope out there. One of the most difficult things that I feel like I encounter when I'm sniping is when you switch between these scopes too much. So a lot of the times I'll put on the thermal scope because I am also very comfortable with that scope. But if I use the thermal scope for like a week or 2 weeks at a time without putting this generic one on there, when you go back to the generic one, and to be the same way vice versa, when you go back to the thermal, you're going to kind of feel like it's a little different, but more so when you're going from thermal to the generic, because thermal makes everything stand out. I mean, it just makes everything, every enemy obvious, so you really don't have to think, you really don't have to look, you just aim at the bright colors. So when you go to this, that's one thing I've noticed, is you almost want to give yourselves a couple days to make sure you are used to it, especially if you're coming from another scope. If you use the thermal or ELO, whatever it may be, give yourself a little bit of time, because the thing about this scope, like I just said, one of its best qualities is that you're fully zoomed in and you see the enemy like oversized. But the downfall of that is you're not used to that, because you're coming from the ELO scope or the thermal, to where it gives you a different perspective. So this one definitely takes a couple days to make sure you get your feet on the ground and get moving with it, because it takes a little bit of time, a little bit of practice. But once you get the hang of it, once everything's clear and you're not thinking about the thermal or looking for the ELO, seeing the whole map, this will be your best friend. I'm the first person to tell you, you need to get an edge over everyone in the game. Whatever it may be, not cheat, not boost or anything like that. But if there is something you can use or something you can do, take advantage of that. And being a sniper in this game, this scope is one of those things you need to take advantage of, because this is the most powerful scope in the game, period. There is no other scope that zooms in more than the generic sniper rifle scope. So when you have an advantage like that, you need to use it. And what do you use it for? Long distance shots. If if you're not good at quick scoping, then just use this for long distance shots. Keep a distance between you and the enemy, and you will still have amazing matches. And in the meantime, you'll probably learn how to quick scope. This gun is also meant for quick scoping, so just because you're using it for long distance, I'm telling you, you can quick scope with this gun. We're going to be doing a whole different series talking about quick scoping and tutorials. You can quick scope in Black Ops 3. Everyone knows that. It's difficult, yes, but you can still quick scope, and this scope is just sheer proof of saying you can quick scope, you can long scope, you can black scope, you can no scope. You can do everything with this generic scope, and I'm telling you, the distance, the close matches, there is no downfall to this scope. I haven't found any downfall except what I just said, but that just takes a couple days to get used to it because your ADS, you're actually zoomed into a circle compared to like your ELO sight or your recon scope where you're not fully zoomed in. So may take a little bit of time with that, but all in all, I give this a full thumbs up, guys. Use it, try it, give yourself a couple days with it, and you will have success. All in all, amazing scope. And I know there's going to be some people out there who are asking about the ballistic CPU. Why is that not a part of this? It's more of an attachment than it is a scope. It does have some great qualities. I will do a full episode on that. We're going to be going everywhere with the Sniping 101 series, so definitely stay tuned. Remember, if you guys have any questions about any previous scopes, how to use them, anything about them, all the videos have been covered for the Locus scope. So guys, this is AVSam with all your Call of Duty sniping. If you are enjoying the series, make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you hit that share button, and we are going to be coming back to you with something amazing tomorrow. So definitely stay tuned. I'll see you guys soon.